In this video, I'm going to help Elizabeth grow her e-commerce business. So Elizabeth has an amazing business where it is sustainably conscious and ethical and to do with bags, right? So she makes her own bags. I think she makes them. I'm not 100% sure that she definitely makes them, but all of the designs and the materials and everything are all carefully selected by her. She also has this awesome thing where she has these partnerships with certain charities, and if you purchase certain products, money will go to one of the charities, or a different product, the money will go to another charity. Not all the money, a certain amount, a few pounds. She is UK based. So we're going to dive in. She is doing some amazing things with her business, so we're going to learn a lot from looking at what she's doing with her website and her Instagram and her content. And then hopefully I'm going to be able to suggest, or not hopefully, I am going to suggest a few tweaks and hopefully they will be useful for her and some things that she can do to improve her business. Before I dive into that, I'm going to introduce myself because it's my video and I can introduce myself if I want to, right? I'm Tiffany from Tiffany G Studios. I am a content marketing specialist and also creator of the Content Mastery Academy. It's a monthly membership designed to help entrepreneurs grow their business with content, and that's all the stuff that goes onto your social media channels, your website, sales pages, webinars, all that kind of stuff, all the fun things, and the words, the podcasts, the videos, all that stuff. Help you keep it engaging and consistent and not overwhelming, and keep you on a system that you can create that works for you, basically. So that is what that is all about. If you want more information, there is a link in the description below. But let's dive into this digital channel audit, okay? So let's take a look at Elizabeth's business and look at her website, Eliza, which I love that name. Oops. And I've been doing a couple of run-throughs of this. I do a couple of practice runs before I hit record, and I didn't have it on the homepage. So here's the homepage. All right, and Elizabeth has some amazing things going on with photos, right? She is just take notes of everything she does with these images. They're beautifully lit. They're all nice and even. There is this consistent tone throughout all of them, which I really, really love. I love the use of the flowers and the plants with them. I don't know if she does these herself or if she had a photographer help her, but either way, really, really good start. The thing that I'm finding when I come to the website though, however, is that, excuse me, the thing that I'm finding, the thing that I'm finding when I come to the website though, is that the things that make Elizabeth's business different are not immediately apparent to me. I know that there's these links to the charity partnerships here, but it's very small and maybe a little more easily overlooked. And then the hashtag bags of meaning doesn't have as much meaning for me. I'm sorry to say. It makes me curious. I'd like to know, what are the bags of meaning? What is the meaning? And if bags of meaning is a thing on the internet, then I apologize to everybody, but it's not immediately apparent to me. But there you go. So what I would love is somewhere here would be just maybe just sort of saying, you know, we're proud to partner with these charities. A few pounds of every sale goes to these particular ones. But I do recognise that this is an e-commerce business, and you have to sort of balance having your products front and centre. And potentially as well, Elizabeth might have created this to be people find her on Instagram and then they come to her website second, so they already know about her. I would challenge that though and sort of say you don't 100% know which post has brought them to you, how much they already know about you, and it could be nice to solidify that when they get here. But that said, I know that for e-commerce, you want to have your products at the top here. You want to have your bestsellers near the top as well. So you could experiment with maybe putting it between that and the bestsellers. The better option might be here. And I know she has the links to the charity partnerships, but I'd love to know more. I know I can click a link here, but it would be great to just have a little text box or an image with some text that just says, we're proud to partner with these charities. 5 to £7 of every sale goes to the charities below, and then what I would do though, although I'm guessing this might be part of the partnership agreement, but what I would do is I would use their logos, use a copy of the logos and link through to the charity. Each time somebody clicks on it, it links through to the charity partnerships page with more information, and then links to those charities from the page. But you may have specifics on those agreements that they have to be on the homepage, because you've got people maybe linking out to other pages from your homepage, which you may or may not want. But it's a couple of things. The other thing I'd just love to know is more of the story of Elizabeth and why she started this business, why sustainably conscious and ethical really matters to her. She has an about page, but it doesn't get into the depths of that information. I'd love to know more about the why and more about her, how she started the business, why she started the business, and why she chose these particular charities. Just the why, okay? The why and that more personal side. And you could put like a little bit, you could go deeper on this about page. You could also put a little bit here and move it onto the home page to get people to click through to the about page. I think a lot of the times people are used to scrolling in a longer scroll, so you could definitely have that. And if you wanted to put the subscribe and the Instagram before those, you could have it at the bottom here. I realise I'm pointing at the screen and you're probably looking at what I'm doing, but you could put it down here and link through, because I'd love to know a bit more about what this brand is about and what the bags of meaning are. That would be awesome. So over to Instagram and Elizabeth, and I keep seeing her business name of Eliza and I want to call her Eliza, but Elizabeth, okay, is doing some awesome things here. I love this here. It tells me exactly what it's about, except for the bags of meaning, but you can click on that to get more info. Ships globally, love that. And shop here, which is fantastic. And even the posts are very awesome. The beautiful photography is here and amazing and well worth the investment of either time or money, whichever came first. She's doing some great things with telling people what she stands for. Again, I'd love to know the why. I would also love to know just a little more. I know she's talking about the different different things that you can look for to see if you have these issues of ovarian cancer and stuff like that. I would love to know just a little. I think she misses the opportunity maybe to sort of say, and here's how you can help. And really making sort of this I give to charity a bit more like front and center from the products, but I know she has more of that in some of her other content. Something I do love is this post way down here. It's just this is just the most perfect Instagram post I think I've ever seen. And I know you're going to look at it and go, but that doesn't look like it's out of a magazine. But here's why I love it. And I think it's just perfection, right? You have this little cute, the tortoise turtle with the arm up. I mean, that's different. It stands out in the feed. It's a cute animal doing kind of something cute, sort of human-like a little bit with the arm up, which is cute. So that gets people to stop and look. Then when you look up to what she's talking about, it's hands up if you're an armchair activist. So there's this direct link, and that means you've sort of said it twice, like the person's taken it in twice. There's a hand up and then hands up, and then talking about activism and her thoughts and feelings on the issue, which is just awesome. And it's got a little bit of engagement and everything. Love that. That's just posting perfection. With that said, there's a couple of things here that I think, a couple of tweaks that may help, but keeping in mind that I know Elizabeth is a really busy mother of 3 with 3 young kids, so it might be things that might come a bit later. she mentioned to me in her form through me that she's targeting women with children, people who are like yogis and into yoga, and vegetarians. And I'm not seeing as much content on that side of things. Like it's in there, and you've got to go deep into the post to get to some of that stuff. And I think that maybe there's an opportunity to have the bags or herself with some stuff in the images where she could talk about that side of things to attract those people to her. And then they can find out about her products in subsequent posts. And that could also maybe mix in with the heaviness of the whole, do you have these symptoms of this particular illness and stuff like that. So, but I mean, that's saying that her content is really, really good here. She's doing all the right things, and it's probably the things that are probably going to move the needle the most in terms of getting more eyeballs and getting more opt-ins and things like that are things like partnering up. She's got a lot of partnerships with charities, and I think she's doing some content stuff with them at the moment. I think some partnering up with other fashion brands, not sustainable bags necessarily, but sustainable clothing. You could create like a wardrobe or something that somebody could win. People would sign up for it, and you and the other stores could share the sign up, the email sign-ups from that side of things, so you could all benefit and grow from each other and have something like that. And just checking my notes here. And then also things, I guess, the standard things like going on podcasts. There's so many stories here, and guest posting, so many stories. The other thing, I'd just love to see more people, more faces in the feed, and just in amongst these awesome product images. Some more faces and more stories of the people connected to these charities and things like that. I was taking a look at Charity Water and Tom's, and there's some definite inspiration from those two brands who do some amazing things in these areas in terms of inspirational stories that highlight the issues but keep things more positive, which is kind of works a bit better on social media, but I don't want to be diluting your message by any means, so make of that what you will. The other thing with Tom's is they create some more around each of their products, and kind of like, this product has a real vibe of this, and sort of, and showcasing people wearing that who represent the attitudes of people who purchase those, because when you purchase, it's an emotional decision, and linking to the charities is partly emotional, but there's also the emotion of who am I when I purchase this product? Who do I see myself as being when I purchase something? I mean, we've all, and I know I'm taking longer on this one than normal, we've all purchased something, and because we kind of wanted to be that person, especially in clothing, right? We wanted to be that person, but then sometimes we didn't end up wearing it, because then when we got home, we were kind of like, oh, I don't actually feel comfortable being that person, but I wanted to be the person. I've heard stories about somebody who bought sequin clothes but never actually wore them, and things like that, right? And that's part of what's going into this stuff. When you're buying clothing, you are stating that I am this kind of person. The thing about telling people you've got to look out for these symptoms, it's not helping them connect to the whole, I want to be somebody who helps people with this. So some of that just tweaking in the wording could help marry that stuff together as well. So I have, gone longer than I meant to, but this one was a really fun one. If you are interested in the bags that Elizabeth has and want to know more, there's links to her website and her Instagram in the description below. And if you want to know more about the marketing stuff and want help on how to do any of this stuff for your business, come to the Content Mastery Academy. The link is in the description below. I'd love to hear from you and help you with your business. So that's it for this video, and if you liked it, click like, make sure you click subscribe, and click the bell to be notified about when the next one of these comes out next week. Alright, until then, that's it from me. Bye for now.